Everyone has a vision for their lives, a clear image that is often attacked and submerged by life's turmoils. I know you need to always wake up to a constant choosing of life, but let me assure you, it's a journey worth traveling. My billionaire journey is just my life on a microscope of future possibilities that I'd like you to join me in. When I win, we all win. When you win, we all win. I want you to experience the goodness, the greatness, the love, the joy, the peace, and the happiness that comes with you having a free life. Let's embark on this journey together, shall we? So, I just want to talk to you guys about this very important thing. And I'm saying it's important because I have seen so many people living their lives and they don't really know why they're living their lives, for what purpose they're living their lives. So I grew up wanting to be something. I grew up wanting to be a doctor. And at that point, I believed that was my purpose because I wanted to help people. There were good reasons to substantiate why I felt like that was my purpose. But life did not happen the way I wanted it to. And I had to ask myself so many questions regarding that. And I'm here to share that with you because sometimes we have desires that we'd like to fulfill. We have desires that we'd like to accomplish in our lives, but that does not necessarily mean that all these desires that we have are aligned to our purpose. In this day and age, it's even worse because we live in a very toxic world. By toxic, I mean we have social media, we have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and you are so exposed to what other people are doing in comparison to what you are supposed to be doing, which then makes you compare the lifestyles and want to do what others are doing because what they are doing is giving them a good income. For example, I've seen so many people becoming content creators in just 2 years. Yeah, I think content creation plus minus started 2 years ago, started to be serious 2 years ago. And there are influencers. Let me just use the word influencers because we've been creating content on Facebook. It may not have been called content creation, but I've seen so many people calling themselves influencers today. And if I was to break down my explanation and understanding of being an influencer, I'd probably say it's someone who has an influence. I mean, duh. Someone has an influence, but all these other people, or most of the people that call themselves influencers, are just influencers because they represent a particular brand and they're supposed to sell this brand to other people and act like they're ambassadors, or they love this brand simply because they need to put food on their table. Does that mean them being such influencers is their purpose? Maybe not. Maybe it's not their purpose. Maybe it's something they do because they'd like to get from one place to another, and that's okay. That's fine. We do so many things for passive income to get to where we'd like to be, but the question is, do you know where you want to be? Do you know what purpose you serve in this earth? Do you know why you were even created? Do you even know why you're still alive? I'd love for us to look at those things today and see what we can come across as we dwell in this conversation. So I want you to ask yourself, sit down and ask yourself, what burns my heart? What makes me itch every time I see it? I just want to fix it. What makes me feel so alive? I just want to do it. That's all I want to do. Because that thing is the thing you need to pay attention to. Nothing else matters. The first thing I'd like you to consider as a person is ask yourself a question. What are my talents? What are my gifts? What do I enjoy doing? It's highly possible that you have a talent, but you don't think it can make you money because maybe you were born in South Africa and you probably don't think for example, I love singing. I believe I can sing. I'm not sure. You can judge, and I love that a lot. I really do love it a lot, But sometimes I feel like maybe I can't venture into a career in singing, because when I do venture into such a career, maybe I'm not going to get as much money as I would if I was in corporate. Also because the arts industry is a bit, tricky. So I end up thinking, okay, why then can I sing? Is it because I just inherited this gift and that is it, or is there a greater purpose towards why I, for one, can sing? The one thing I know is I definitely can't dance at all. Like, I share dancing is I can't dance, but I can sing. So I asked myself why, and I'd like for you to look around and see what you love. What do you love doing? What can you do? What is your talent? What is your gift? What do you think you can give to the world and not expect anything in return? What would make you wake up in the morning and be so happy to do and not expect to be paid? What is that thing? Once you got that thing, we'll move to the second thing. The second thing I want you to think of is, what can you do with that thing? What can you do with that thing? If it is singing, like I mentioned, what can I be of service to? What can I do with it? Can I sing for other people to be healed? Can I sing for other people to be happy? Can I sing for other people to be soothed, to have a positive influence, or to have a positive mindset? Or can I just sing in my bathroom and die like that? I think of these things and I want you to think about it. What can you do with the gift that you have? What can you do with the talent that you have? The third thing I'd like for you to think about, or the third thing I'd like you to ask yourself is, who does it benefit? Who does it benefit? And think about who it's going to benefit. If I was a singer, I'm asking myself, so who would be listening to my music? Like I mentioned before, is it going to be music that is going to make people happy, that is going to make people heal, that is going to remind people of their purpose? Who is going to receive this thing that you're talking about in your head? And the fourth question that I want you to ask yourself after the who is, what is this person going to gain after receiving what they've received? What are they going to gain? If I am singing and they get blessed, what are they going to gain from it? Is it the fact that when they have a positive energy, or they believe in positivity, they are going to thrive in their lives, and that is what I want people to do? Is it that when I sing and people get healed, they are going to maybe give back to the kingdom of God because they're going to live more? What do they gain from what you're doing? And the last thing is, if you were not alive, would there be someone else to do it the exact same way like you do it? Do you think the gift would still be in existence? And do you think it would do the purpose that it's supposed to do had you not had it? So I don't know if it makes sense. One thing you need to understand and know is your gift will make room for you. Your gift will create the income for you. Your gift will make room for you. The moment you believe that this is my gift, this is my talent, this is why I'm alive, this is why I'm breathing, believe also that it will definitely make room for you. Ask yourself why there are actors that are well known than others. What if they're fulfilling their purpose? Why are there singers that just release one album and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, boom, they're millionaires? They're living their purpose. What happens with someone who starts a business from nothing and all of a sudden they have this huge business that they're leading, and they too don't understand what happened? They are living their purpose. And until you stop wanting to copy them because they succeeded in something you think you can also do, but it's not your purpose, you will always be depressed. Choose to find your purpose today, because apart from today, there's no other day. Choose it today. What do you love? Why are you doing it? Who are you doing it for? What are they going to gain? And in all these 5 questions that I've asked you, 2 of them are about you and 3 of them are about other people. And I'd love for you to understand that purpose is not for you. Purpose is for serving others. I know it's important for me to stress this, and I know it might not make sense, but having a purpose in life is for the good of eternity, is for the good of the people that you live with. Having a doctor that goes to school and goes and finishes their degree and they go and they are doing that to serve. Yes, they're getting paid in the process, but they're serving. People that sing, they're doing it to serve. That's why they need other people to listen to their music. People who are in corporate, they are doing business for other people because that is how they feel fulfilled. And there's so many things that I would love for you to sit down and think about. What is your purpose? What is your gift? What makes you happy? What makes you want to wake up in the morning and say, I'm taking over the world? You know, what makes you tick? What do you want to achieve if after 50 years of your life, you sit down in a rocking chair on your veranda and you think about every single thing that you've done in your life? What and how would you like to feel if you were to write names of the people that you've helped every single day through your purpose? How many people would you want to remember on that particular day after fulfilling your purpose for the next 50 years? I have seen people that have a lot of money and they can buy anything they want in the world. They have the most loving husbands and wives that they can imagine, but still feel empty. And in most cases, we feel empty not because we don't have things that we thought would make us happy. We feel empty because we feel like we are not fulfilling the purpose that is in our lives. We feel empty because we are not serving other people. And I think today it's important that you sit down, look at your life, think of every single thing that you have to give to someone. Guys, I need you to understand you cannot go out and copy other people. Don't try and copy other people's gifts because it is not your gift. Your gift, your talent is yours and theirs is theirs. If you find what makes you happy, if you find what makes you wake up in the morning, want to take over the world and want to live life to the fullest, then you will understand the importance of purpose. That is the one thing that is going to make room for you. What is that one thing that you do and you don't need as much effort? I mean, other people go to school and they study music for me. And I just open my mouth and I sing and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not saying I don't need it, but other people have to fight so hard to get to some notes that even I just wake up in the morning and make. Other people cook. KFC is a restaurant. Babysitters, if you like children and you just want to take care of them, that might be a purpose. Purpose does not necessarily mean you have this one thing that you need to fulfill in your life, and if you don't fulfill it, you have failed. You may be able to fulfill so much in your life, in different aspects of your life based on what God has given you, and find that it is within your purpose. I can sing, but in the morning wake up and go to a corporate job, and because I'm a jolly person, allow people to be happy around me, make jokes, make people feel welcome, make people want to live yet another day to come to work just because I'm there. I can give a radiance of joy. I can then after go to my business and go and sue because I know that whoever is going to wear whatever I've made is going to feel so special, is going to feel so happy. Their self-esteem is going to be boosted. Those are things that allow you to reach your purpose. Your purpose is you serving other people. Your purpose is you doing something so freely with no effort whatsoever in comparison to other people, and yet still find joy, peace, happiness, and fulfillment above all things. I want that for you, and I hope you want that for yourself. Think of how you can give it to someone, and in that way, trust me, little by little, whether you realize it or not, you will be living your purpose to the fullest. I really hope you sit down, think about it, meditate on it, find out what it is that you love, what it is that you can give to the world, and give it to the world, so that in the next 50 years, when we meet and talk about this day, when you were listening to this video, you can say, my life was never the same.